Good morning, welcome. It's Thursday the 24th of September. It's a little bit before sunrise and it's a second damp morning here in Northumberland. We need the rain. We haven't had a lot for a long time, but it's never as much fun to open the door in the morning to the rain as it is to the promise of sunshine. But greetings from us here in Northumberland. First, an apology. There was a hitch in the posting of the service yesterday onto Facebook. I apologise for that. It was simply my mistake. I was distracted with other things. But please remember that if you don't see it posted on Facebook, you can always go to the YouTube channel, which is linked to from the other previous services, and find the latest stuff there. It's a bit more complicated, but it does work. So forgive me, apologies for yesterday's mistake, but I hope to get things better today. I was blithering on yesterday about when the equinox was, and of course it was on Tuesday. I had to look it up. It had passed me by this week. That means that the days are now shorter than the nights. There is more darkness than there is light. And perhaps that matches our mood at the moment because we are in difficult times. The Archbishops of Canterbury and York issued a letter yesterday to the bishops, which has been widely reported, and reminded us that the Church of England is uniquely placed to serve its communities in a time like this. We have tried here in our parishes to be of service to everyone in these difficult times. And I think it's worth repeating, particularly to those of you who live locally, that if there is anything that we can do, then please get in touch. My details are available always on Facebook. I publish them every week on a Saturday. And if there are things that we can do, then please get in touch and let us know how we can help in these difficult times. It is no problem to try and offer help to people who are struggling through all this. I also remind people locally that we act as sort of agents for the food bank in Berwick, and so if there is need to access that, please get in touch with me or with the food bank in Berwick and say where you live, and we can help if at all possible. It's going to be a long and a dark winter, without the sort of middle of it being enlightened by the normal festivities we have around Christmas. And so in a unique way, we should be concentrating on the central message of the season, which will be the coming of Christ to us. And that leads us to a question: who is Jesus for us? I'm going to read this morning's Gospel, which must be one of the shortest liturgical Gospels that we get through the year. From Luke chapter 9, it's verses 7 to 9 only. Now Herod the ruler heard about what had taken place and was perplexed, because it was said by some that John had been raised from the dead, John the Baptist, that is, but some that Elijah had appeared, and others that one of the ancient prophets had arisen. Herod said, John I beheaded, but who is this, about whom I hear such things? And he tried to see him. John is asking, who could this Jesus be? I think it was C.S. Lewis who said there were three options: that Jesus was mad, bad, or God. I think that's probably a little bit crudely to put it, but it does encapsulate something of the question that we all face. Who is Jesus for me? And Jesus even asked the disciples, who do people say that I am, and who do you say that I am? And it's something that we all must learn to follow. I spoke last week, quoting David Bentley Hart, of the way in which Jesus can be seen as the answer to pain and suffering and death. And it is for all of us on our Christian journey to answer this question: who is Jesus for me? Is he Lord, Saviour, and the love of God embodied for my life? And if that is so, then we listen to his call. We answer him, and we seek to follow him in his love through our lives. May God bless us as we seek to do this through the coming dark days.